2026, a high-speed pursuit depends on V2X, or vehicle-to-everything networks. To navigate city streets safely, patrol cruisers maintain a constant, high-speed data exchange with municipal infrastructure. This connectivity creates a point of failure. An attacker can hijack the chase without physical interference by spoofing data from the traffic sensors located along the pursuit route. Because the cruisers are designed to receive this telemetry, the compromised data integrates directly into the dashboard. It bypasses traditional security checks because the source appears to be a legitimate part of the city grid. This scenario reveals a systematic vulnerability. The fleet's network architecture instinctively trusts incoming data without verification. The current standard for protecting these fleets is perimeter security, a model that focuses on defending the edges of the network rather than the individual assets inside. Perimeter security operates on inherent trust. It functions like a thick outer wall. Once a signal or user is inside that boundary, the system assumes they are safe and stops monitoring their activity. Hackers exploit this using lateral movement. They find a weak entry point and then move across the network to reach more sensitive systems. This allows an attacker to breach a low-security traffic sensor and navigate through the trusted network until they can access a cruiser's primary communication systems. As this diagram shows, once the perimeter is pierced, lateral movement allows a single infection to spread to dozens of previously secure nodes. This leaves patrol units defenseless against coordinated attacks that originate from within the trusted network. Securing modern policing requires an architectural overhaul that replaces the perimeter model with zero-trust principles. To achieve this, IT leaders are dismantling the inherent trust built into the law enforcement grid, verifying every signal before it is processed. Micro-segmentation breaks the network into small, isolated zones. This treats every patrol car as its own digital fortress. If city sensors are compromised, the cruiser's shield blocks unauthorized connection attempts. This approach moves security resources directly to the physical assets. By hardening each cruiser individually, the fleet remains operational even when the broader city infrastructure is under attack. Even inside the car, internal networks are prone to the same vulnerabilities if they are not segmented. Zero Trust implements logical boundaries between vehicle systems. Software partitions separate the dashcam from the radio and telemetry. If a hacker compromises a dashcam, they cannot move laterally to engine telemetry because the pathway is physically blocked. Security also extends to how the vehicle receives external V2X data from the city. Every packet of data from a traffic sensor must undergo authentication. The cruiser verifies the identity and integrity of every single signal before it is allowed to interact with the vehicle's systems. Treating every internal component and external signal as a potential breach immunizes the patrol unit against sophisticated intercept attacks. Beyond the individual cruiser, this architecture must scale across a multi-agency law enforcement grid. The challenge is maintaining interoperability, allowing different departments to communicate during large-scale emergency responses without creating new security holes. Scaling the zero-trust model allows agencies to share verified data streams through restricted checkpoints. This ensures that a breach in one jurisdiction cannot bridge over to another. Micro-segmentation becomes the prerequisite for safe cooperation, enabling wide-scale interoperability while keeping individual agency networks isolated. Hardening fleet architecture immediately reduces the liability associated with a fleet-wide hijack. By addressing these gaps now, agencies avoid the logistical and financial costs of recovering from a coordinated infrastructure breach. The upfront investment in micro-segmentation is a fraction of the cost of a catastrophic failure in smart city infrastructure. Furthermore, a compromised grid would result in a permanent loss of public trust. Maintaining that trust requires a system that is resilient against intercept attacks. For IT leaders, the transition to never trust, always verify ensures that a single compromised sensor cannot cascade into a fleet-wide failure, keeping both officer safety and public